Barnstable This Morning. I'm Sarah Colvin, and joining me live on the phone, I welcome our Director of Public Works, Dan Santos. Dan, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm doing pretty well. How about yourself?
Doing good, doing good. Glad for the rain. My yard is thanking me for it, or the nature for it. Dan, let's talk a little bit. First, I wanted an update on the Hyannis water system. Of course, still trying to keep track of the PFAS contamination. Have the latest test results come back, and tell me a little bit about where we are.
Yes, I just got them yesterday, and we're still going to keep the health advisory in place. We're right at the limit. I mean, within, well, just for numbers' sake, the health advisory is for 0.07 parts per billion. We're at 0.072. So we've gotten in the right direction. We've done the right things. We're sampling again today. We've further eliminated a well that we think was creating the issue, and so it's probably another week of these conditions where we don't advise the pregnant women, nursing mothers, and infants to drink the water. It's safe for all other uses, for all other people. However, we have water available for that group and others who have a particular concern about it. But right now, we just want to be, overly cautious and get it down below the level of the health advisory.
Absolutely. And again, anticipating the installation of another carbon treatment system in Mary Dunn, correct, at the end of this month?
Yeah, that is on its way here, and we hope to have that up and running by the July 4th weekend.
Great. And, I'm curious just if, let's say I have a carbon filter on my tap at home, is that something that's going to protect from, it's going to filter that out, or is that...
Well, yes, it would, but at these levels, I'm fairly certain it would, but it depends on how full your filter is and all. There's all kinds of things. So it wouldn't be a bad thing to have.
Okay.
A carbon filter at home, and my guess is that at the levels we're at, it would be very effective at removing it. But you'd need to have the manufacturer know what the levels were, and then they'd make that determination. But
good to know. All right. Well, thanks for that update. Let's talk a little bit about household hazardous waste. I think quarterly there's collections that are taking place at the transfer station, and one is coming up this Saturday. So I wanted to talk a little bit about the parameters of what you can and cannot drop off this Saturday.
Sure. It's Saturday at 45 Flint Street, the transfer station. It's 9 to noon. It's open to all residents, but like recycling, you need to have a sticker, but if you don't have a sticker, to get rid of your trash, we have a free recycling sticker, which is easy to get. We just want to make sure you're a Barnstable resident, and we're able to keep track of things that way.
Absolutely.
And you can get them anytime during our normal working hours or even on the day of the event, although it might be busy at that time.
Yes.
But we're not trying to make it hard for people. It's just a small requirement that we have the free sticker if you don't have a paid sticker.
Good to know.
And the type of items that they accept is pretty broad. We're trying to get nasty chemicals and hazardous materials out of people's homes and keeping them from dumping them, down the drain or in the storm sewer or in the lawn or things like that, which can happen if people don't have a way to dispose of these things properly. So paints, oil paints, stains, marine paints, furniture polish, not latex paint. That we can deal with that. You can just open the can, let that dry, and put it in the trash.
Great.
Yard chemicals are fertilizers with weed killer, rat poison, weed killer, insecticides, pesticides, driveway sealers. Cleaners and chemicals include cleaning solvents and pool cleaners and oven cleaner, drain cleaner, acids, disinfectants, and then things you might be using on and around a car cleaners and solvents, brake fluid, power steering fluid,
Great. So really
any kind of fuel, gasoline, camp fuels, radiator, antifreeze, things like that. So pretty much the the entire realm of what people might have in and around their home.
Indeed, whether it's in your garage, on the shelf, underneath the sink, in the shed, those kind of things that you use maybe a little bit of or a lot of, and then you say, I don't want to use this anymore, but you don't obviously want to put it in the regular trash or dump it out in your yard.
And you don't have to know what it is either. If you've got a bottle of blue stuff, you bring it along, and we'll take care of that.
Right.
You don't even have to get out of your car. They remove it from your car for you. So if you put it in a box, a sturdy box, and you might want to put some, if you have a couple of bottles, put some dividers in there, cardboard, so they're not banging around, because you don't want this stuff spilling in your car, obviously.
Right. Now, is there anything, Dan, that is not accepted at these household hazardous waste collections?
Well, if you have, we have a brochure. You can go online and get the brochure as well, and it lists these things I just mentioned. And if there's something you have a question about, if you go to the website for the Cape Cod Extension, and that's www.capecodextension.org, they have a whole list of other things you might have and how you might deal with those.
Great.
We also regularly take mercury-containing products like old thermometers, thermostats, and barometers. You can bring them at that time, but we normally accept those things as well, fluorescent light bulbs and batteries, things like that.
Excellent stuff that you don't want to get in the environment. So again, Dan, that's taking place this Saturday from 9 to noon, you said?
Yes.
Great. Anything else you think people should be aware of when it comes to this Saturday's household hazardous waste disposal?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, I thank you, Dan, so much for joining us here on Barnstable This Morning, and I'm going to go home and clean out my garage.
There you go.
Thank you. At the transfer station on Saturday. Thank you so much.
All right. Have a great day.
You too.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Dan Santos, of course, is our Director of Public Works, joining us here on Barnstable This Morning. I definitely have some of that stuff.